Canonn Faction News. Biscuits inside. A good relative time part to you all. I'm Commander Larzok, and this is Canonn Faction News. This is a special edition of CFN tonight as we devote the whole program to a rare interview. And now, as our special guest here on CFN, the mysterious and elusive founder of the Canonn Research Institute, our parent organization, joining us at great personal risk to himself, I might add, please welcome to the show the one and only Dr. Arcanonn. Well, that certainly wasn't expected. Thanks for coming in, Doctor.
My pleasure.
I'll just jump right in here with the questions, as there is quite a list. What event spurred you to found the Canonn? From Pangolin.
I get asked that a lot. In truth, the Canonn kind of formed itself. As everyone will know, it all started with the hunt for the UA. It's hard to imagine now that once upon a time, not that long ago, the existence of alien tech was unknown, doubted, and in some cases outright dismissed as folklore and nonsense. I believed otherwise, and so did some other commanders. Together we struck out on a quest to find something that shouldn't exist, and over time, this loose band of allies became the foundations of what we know today as the Canonn. I didn't set out to form the Canonn. It just happened.
Where does the biscuit obsession come from? From Chronozagat?
Where does space-time come from, and where does it go? The matter of biscuits was first raised very early on in our history and throughout our quest for truth. Biscuits have sustained us, guided us, and in some cases frustrated us. You know, when you dunk and the biscuit falls in your...
What is your favorite biscuit? From Artemis Tau.
Tough one. I'd have to go with a fig roll.
I was under the impression the fig roll was a cake.
You will just have to trust me on that one. In fact, no, wait here. Let me show you something to help you understand.
Oh my god, is that?
Yes it is. Not a word to anyone though. Please continue.
Oh, right. Do you still feel that your life is in danger for your research into the barnacles and unknown artifacts? From Scarlet.
If I stay in one place too long, bad things can happen. It's something I've learned to live with.
What do you think will be the ultimate result of the current alien contacts, both hyperdictions and the ancient ruins? From Abish.
My feeling on this whole thing has never changed. If anyone cares to go back through the thread node, I always said the UA was Thargoid. I always thought the ruins were a third race. I still believe a Thargoid storm is brewing, and the third race is the key to weathering the storm. Mind you, I also claimed that all the planets in Verati would turn into cheese last Tuesday, but I was under the influence of a considerable amount of whiskey at the time.
How big of a black hole would be needed to suck up and impound all improperly and illegally parked ships inside the ancient ruins? From Panzertard.
If that's a sideways dig from someone, look, I park where I want, okay? I have a Doctor on call sticker.
What do you think about the unknown ships being top-secret human military ships? From Nacho Man.
I just can't see it, I'm afraid. To coin an overused phrase, I'm not saying it's the Thargoids, but it's the Thargoids.
Why did you destroy Raxla? From Aurora.
Look, that wasn't my fault, mostly.
Here's a bit of a fan one. As you all know, Doctor Who has been running for something like 1,000+ years now. Who is your favorite Doctor in all of that time? And your favorite Captain? From Post M.
Dr. Nick and Captain Birdseye.
How do Canonn brain-boosting biscuits differ from the store-bought ones? From Cyborg Pirate.
Well, the psychotropic additives we sneak into them is a big one.
Has anyone from the Canonn Research Institute really stood out in their contribution to the cause? From Anonymous.
That's almost impossible. There are so many. I don't know, people like Commanders Clarion, Nano, Panpiper. There's too many. And then there's the mods, the Olympians. That's another conversation of its own, really.
And lastly...
I'm sorry about this, but I suggest you get under your desk for a moment.
And miss a perfectly good opportunity to shoot someone on the air? Well, that was entirely unexpected.
I'm terribly sorry about that. Occupational hazard, I'm afraid.
Uh,
I have to go.
Dr. Arcanonn, were they after your research? Untold secrets you hold?
They're after the goddamn biscuits.
Ah, well, SHIS, I suppose. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Arcanonn. Dr. Arcanonn, everyone, founder and man about the galaxy of the Canonn Research Institute. And that about wraps up this broadcast. Thank you, everyone who wrote in with questions for Dr. Arcanonn, and a big thank you to those would-be assassins for allowing me the opportunity to test my new sidearm. This is Commander Larzok for Canonn Faction News, signing off. Canonn Radio. We wear tinfoil so you don't have to.